Hello everyone, welcome to the Civil Engineering Tech. Today we are going to learn about the design of reinforced concrete beam as per Indian Standard Code, which is IS 456 2000, which is the design code of RCC. Okay. Design of fixed RCC rectangular beam. Today we are going to learn about the fixed RCC beam. Okay, not simply supported. It is fixed from the both end. Here we are showing a diagram which represents that a beam is both end fixed. Okay, that means all degree of freedoms, all 6 degree of freedoms are restrained with an UDL loading over it. Okay. Below it is showing the cross section of the beam. Breadth is denoted as B and depth is denoted as D. Then we have to first find out the design datas and constants for the designs. Okay, so what are the datas? Like size of the beam, which is breadth B equals to 300 millimeter equals to 0.3 meter, and depth D equals to 600 millimeter equals to 0.6 meter, and span length of the beam L equals to 5500 millimeter equals to 5.5 meter. We are taking now, and the grade of concrete we are taking is equal to M25 equals to 25 Newton per millimeter square, which is also called the characteristic strength of the concrete. Okay. Then after we are taking the grade of steel as Fe 500 equals to 500 Newton per millimeter square, which is also called the characteristic strength of the steel. So after that we have to calculate the nominal cover to the steel in the beam, which we are taking as 30 millimeter for the moderate exposure, and we are getting this value from the IS 456 clause number 26.4.2 table 16. You can guys go to the IS 456 code and check out this clause. Okay, you can find out this value for the moderate exposure of nominal cover. Okay, now then after we have to calculate the effective depth of the beam, which you can calculate by this formula: D minus NC minus dia of reinforcement divided by 2. D is denoted as the depth of the beam, and minus NC is the nominal cover, minus dia of reinforcement is the divided by 2. We are so D equals to 600 minus 30 is the nominal cover, minus 20 we are considering the dia of reinforcement divided by 2 equals to 560 millimeter equals to 0.56 meter. Okay, it is the effective depth. Okay, small d. Now we are showing here the dead loads with self weight over the beam as UDL, considering 30 kilonewton per meter, and live load over the beam as UDL is considering 20 kilonewton per meter. Okay. Next. Okay, so load combinations for load combination we are taking that 1.5 into dead load plus live load. Okay, so we are getting this value 1.5 of load factor from this clause 36.4.1 table 18 page 68 of IS 456, from where we are getting this value load factor 1.5 and also the combination dead load plus live load. Okay, and so that we are calculating this value equals to and we are getting the total UDL, factored UDL equals to 75 kilonewton per meter. After that we have to calculate the factored maximum bending moment at mid span, which is denoted as M mid equals to WL square by 12 equals to 75 into 5.5 square divided by 12 equals to 189.06 kilonewton meter, as W is the UDL which is 75. Okay, now after that we have to calculate factored maximum bending moment at support span, which is denoted as M support equals to WL square by 10 equals to 75 into 5.5 square divided by 10, as L is 5.5 meter, so that here 75 into 5.5 square divided by 10 equals to 226.88 kilonewton meter. But from where we are getting this 12 or 10? It is the bending moment coefficient. Actually, we are getting these values from the clause 22.5.1 of table 12 of page 36 of IS 456-2000. Okay, and after that we are calculating the factored maximum shear force at support span. Okay, we all know that the maximum shear force acts at the support section. Okay, so we are calculating the maximum shear force at support span, which is denoted as V support equals to W into L into 0.4 equals to, we know all the W equals to 75 into 5.5 into 0.4 equals to 165 kilonewton. 0.4 is also the shear force coefficient which we getting from the clause 22.5.1 from table 13. Okay, after that we are calculating the moment of resistance. Okay, so moment of resistance, for the moment of resistance we have to calculate the limiting moment of resistance of the section. Okay, so for the limiting moment of resistance, if we calculate the limiting moment of resistance, and if our acted moment is less than that, then we can say that the section is under reinforced and can be designed as singly reinforced section. We always prefer to design the beam as singly reinforced section. Okay, so that is so that we have to find out the limiting moment of resistance of the section greater than the acted moment. Okay, so first of all we have to find out the limiting depth of the neutral axis to depth of beam ratio, which is denoted as XU max by D equals to 0.46 for Fe500 steel. Okay, Fe500 grade of steel, and this value 0.46 we are getting from the clause 38.1. And there is a note from page number 70, at page number 70 of IS 456, from where we are getting this value. Okay, after that we have to calculate the limiting moment of resistance of the section. Mu lim equals to 0.36 into XU max by D into 1 minus 0.42 into XU max by D into BD square into FCK. Okay, so we calculating all these things like 0.36 into 0.46, which is XU max by D, into 1 minus 0.42 into XU max by D is 0.46, into B is the 300, into D is the 560 square, D square is the 560 square, into FCK is the 25. By calculating this we are getting that 314.24 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. Okay, equal to 314.24 kilonewton meter, which is greater than maximum factored bending moment mid earth support equal to 226.88 kilonewton meter. In previous slide we calculated that factored bending moment at support span is 226.88 and factored bending moment at mid span is 189.06. In between these, the factored bending moment at support span is greater than 226.88, which is less than 314.24 kilonewton meter, so that we can say that this is the under reinforced section. We can design this beam as singly reinforced section. Okay, which is our goal, and we can find this formula from the annexes G, clause number G 1.1, page number 96, IS 456-2000. This mu lim formula. Okay, after that we are calculating the reinforcement for the beam. Okay, the moment of resistance factor for support section. First of all we have to find out the moment of resistance factor for the support section. Okay, which is denoted as M support by BD square equal to, we know the M support is 226.88 into 10 to the power 6 divided by B is 300 into BD square is the 560 square equal to 2.41. Okay, now after that we have to find out the percentage of steel required at support section. Okay, which is denoted as PT support. Okay, which is denoted as PT support equal to, the formula is 50 into FCK by Fy into bracket open 1 minus root under 1 minus 4.6 by FCK into M support by BD square bracket close equal to 50 into FCK is 25, FCK is the 25 and Fy is the 500 into 1 minus root under 1 minus 4.6 divided by 25 into the M support divided by BD square value is 2.41. Okay, By calculating all those things, we are getting that 0.635% is the percentage of steel required. Okay, so after percentage of steel required, we have to find out that area of steel required. So area of steel required at support section is AST support equals to PT support by 100 into B into D equals to 0.635, which is PT support. We already get this value, okay, divided by 100 into 300 is B and D is the 560 equals to 1066.80 millimeter square. So the area of reinforcement we are required for the support section is 1066.80 millimeter square, okay, for the bending moment, to resist the moment. In the next slide we have to provide the reinforcement. The reinforcement we are required is 1066 millimeter square, but we have to provide greater than that. Okay, so provide two numbers of 20 diabar plus one number 25 diabar at support, which total the area, which totals the area which is called the AST provided equals to 2 into 314. 314 is nothing but the area of cross sectional area of the 20 diabar, and 490 is the cross sectional area of 25 diabar. So multiply 314 multiplied with 2 plus 1, 490 is multiplied by the 1, and summed up all the things equal to 1. We are getting the total value of 1118 millimeter square, which is the total provided reinforcement, total provided area of reinforcement, which is also greater than the required. Okay, so hence it is safe. After that, we have to also consider that it is fulfilling the minimum criteria or not, minimum reinforcement requirement criteria or not. Okay, so we have to find out the minimum reinforcement required for the beam. Okay, so it is there is a formula for the minimum reinforcement criteria. The minimum area of steel required in the beam is the AST minimum equals to 0.85 by Fy into B into D, which is given in the clause 26.5.1.1, 26.5.1.1, page number 47 of IS 456 2000. Okay, so from that we are getting the value of minimum area of steel. Okay, 0.85 divided by Fy is the 500 into B is the 300 into 560 is the D equals to, by calculating all those things, we get the value 285.6 millimeter square. Okay, 285.6 millimeter square, which means that 285.6 millimeter square are at least minimum reinforcement required for this beam design. Okay, but we are providing 1118 millimeter square, which is much greater than this value. So okay, hence okay, we are in safe side. So now we have to find out the reinforcement for the mid section. Okay, so that we have to first find out the moment of resistance factor, which is for the mid section, which is denoted as M mid divided by BD square. We all know that M mid is 189.06 into 10 to the power 6 divided by B is the 300 into 560 square is the D square. By calculating this, we are getting the 2.01, which is M mid by BD square. After that, we have to calculate the percentage of steel required at mid section, which is denoted as PT mid equals to the same formula we have, which we are used for the percentage of steel required for the support section. And by calculating this value, we are getting the percentage of steel for the mid section, which is 0.516%. After calculating this percentage of steel, we have to calculate the area of steel required for the mid section, which we are getting from this formula AST mid equals to PT mid by 100 into B into D. Okay, so PT mid we all know that we already know that 0.516 divided by 100 into 300 into 560. By calculating this, we are getting that 866.88 millimeter square, which is the required area of steel at mid span. Okay, so we have to provide the reinforcement greater than this value. Okay, so So we have to provide 3 numbers of 20 diabar at midsection. Okay, and the area of steel provided for that is 3 into 314. We already know that 20 diabars cross sectional area is 314, and 3 numbers we are providing, so that multiply with 3 we are getting that 942 millimeter square. Hence say, which is greater than 866.88 millimeter square. So it is okay. Now we have checked the minimum criteria of the reinforcement. The minimum area of steel required in the beam is AST minimum equals to 0.85 by Fy into B into D. So 0.85 divided by 500 into 300 into 560, which is D, equals to 285.6 millimeter square. And this value is much more. This value is much less than we have provided reinforcement, which is 942 millimeter square. Hence, okay. So guys, this is all for today. In the next video we will discuss the shear reinforcement or shear check of the beam. Okay, so if you liked it, kindly like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.